Hey Clay, how's it going?
Doing good, Andy. Yourself?
Very good. Very good. What do you have on the wall?
That is a beautiful, brand new Marlin TRAPPER.
Well, that is very cool. And it already has our sights on it.
Yep. I figured you'd notice that right off.
I did. You know, I think your wife hand painted the white stripe on those.
Yep.
You know, we made those here in St. Ignatius, and this went away to Mayodan, North Carolina. It was put on a gun where Ruger's manufacturing the new Marlins.
Yep.
And what distributor? I mean, what state did that come out of?
That one came from Davidson's. They're actually out of Arizona.
Came from Arizona. So it went from Mayodan to Arizona. How long were you on this waiting list?
A long time.
A long time. And here it is. Well, that is really cool. I want to buy it. Let's do the paperwork.
All right, we can do that.
That's cool. I'm not even going to ask you how much it is because I know that, you know, they paid me to make these sights and I want them to sell them for as much as they can. All right. Hey, folks, you recognize where we are. We're in your local gun shop. This is what you all live for. You come to the gun shop and you get to see what's new, what's come out on the market. And somebody like Clay, good friend of mine, and your gun shop owner should be a good friend of yours. He's all at risk because he has all these guns on inventory. He's purchased them, he's brought them in, and it's not easy to always get them, is it, Clay?
No, it can be a real challenge to get some of these things in, especially high demand ones like any of the new Marlins. It's just a disaster trying to get a hold of the things.
Yes, but you've got them here, and I get to come in and touch them and fondle them and look at them. And, you know, having a relationship with your local gun store is really important. Now, Clay, a lot of people say, well, we hear it on the news. People are buying guns online. Can I just buy a gun online and have it shipped to my house?
Well, you got half of it right. You can buy a gun online. It does not get shipped to your house. It gets shipped here just like any of the other guns that come in, and I get to check it into my bound book. It's registered to arriving here the day it arrives, and then anybody who gets one has to fill one of these fun little forms out. There's just no way around it.
So I have to fill out a form, and then there's also, I have to present some ID, right?
Yep, yeah, it has to have a government issued ID, federal ID, state IDs. Those all are valid ones.
So I have to show an ID so you know who I am.
Yep.
Now, there's a background check, right?
Yep.
And how many days waiting period if I don't, you know, how long do they have to process that?
3 days if everything in worst case scenario. Lots of times they get it processed before the 3 days, but they've got 3 business days.
But it could be instant.
Yep.
And then I also have a Montana concealed weapons permit where I've already gone through a background check and I've been fingerprinted.
Yep.
And it's considered same day. So then with this, I can fill this out and you don't have to call it in.
Yep, I just write the numbers down off it on the form, and that is your background check.
You know, that's really important for people to know because there's a lot of misinformation out there right now. They're saying, oh, you can just buy guns online and you don't have to go through any background check. But I'm going to have to fill out this paperwork, answer a bunch of questions truthfully, and you know me as well. But I have to answer these questions truthfully, and you're going to have some idea. A lot of times we would in a small town, especially like ours. But you're also going to record the serial number and the manufacturer, so there's a paper trail of where it went. You know, I just think that's really important for people to know. Clay is a straight up, honest guy. You know, you hear about shady gun deals and everything else. No, everything has to be by the book because there's going to be an FFL audit, Federal Firearms License audit, where the ATF can come in and check your books and
They run
everything
through
has to be
everything.
accounted for. Yeah, you know, this is the reality of what it takes to buy a gun in America. It's not something that you can do without having gone through all of the proper steps. You know, folks, we want to encourage you, visit your local gun store, see what's new, pick them up, handle them, and buy a Marlin with our sights on it. Clay, thanks for having me in.
My pleasure, Andy.
He's helping me save the world, one gun sight at a time.
Trigger Time TV is brought to you by Bravo Company Manufacturing, Bravo Company USA, Skinner Sights, Hornady. Navy Arm. Midland Arm. Desert Tech. ATAC Defense. ATN, American Technologies Network. And Gas Block Genie.
We would like to dedicate today's show to the men and women of the United States military and law enforcement, the people that stand in the gap and keep our country free. God bless America.